Hello, hello. This video is going to quickly revise our knowledge of major harmony. So I've written down a couple of things to get started here. My steps down the side here of how I build major harmony or how I figure out these questions. I've got a little reference chart over here on my right of the different kind of triads, the different kinds of chords that we know, and how to form each of those using semitones. I've got a keyboard to use for reference, and then I've got an example here on C major. So you can see that in blue there, I have built my C major scale, and I'm going to show you how to do this on E major. So down the bottom here, the first thing is write the major scale. So using my knowledge of the circle of fifths, I know that E major has 4 sharps. And of course, using that order, Father Charles goes down and ends battle. Father Charles goes down 4 sharps. Father Charles goes down. So there's my E major scale. The second step is to build triads, and I'm going to do that in yellow. Triads or snowmen on each note. So I'm going to do that now, building a triad on each of my notes of the scale, making sure that if it starts on a line, all of the notes are on a line, and if it starts on a space, they're all on a space. Okay, there are my triads built on each note of my scale. Now I need to make sure the key signature applies to those new notes I've written. So checking the key signature, I can see that I have the first accidental I have is an F sharp. So I'm going to look through all of the yellow notes I've just drawn and see if I have any Fs that I can turn into F sharps. So I've got one here and one here, just to make sure the key signature is consistent. The second one I've got is a G sharp. So now time to do those G sharps. And then I'll do the same for the C sharp and the D sharp. So now I've checked the key signature. All of the triads that I've just written match the sharps that are in my normal major scale. So very important to check that key signature to make sure our chords are right. The last thing I can do is label the qualities of each of my chords and their chord numbers. Now, the good thing about major harmony is the pattern. So I'm looking at this stuff here. The pattern of major, minor, diminished will stay the same for every single major scale. So I could work it out by going, well, my first chord here has an E, a G sharp, and a B. How many semitones are there between E and G sharp? 1, 2, 3, 4. And G sharp to B, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So that is a major chord. So I could write E major. But if I have an understanding of major harmony, I don't need to go through that step because I already know what the qualities are. So using that same order, major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, I can fill this straight out. And to add in my chord numbers or Roman numerals, remembering capital numbers or big numbers for my major triads and lowercase for minor and diminished. Important to remember that our diminished chord needs to have this little guy here to make sure that that is not a minor chord, and that little symbol there means diminished. Also, my 8th chord is E major. It's a repeat of the 1 chord or the tonic, so I can label that with a 1, 2. And that is our major harmony.